It begins in silence deep, humming silence like the sound beneath the earth. A slow rustle of leaves above, golden in the afternoon light, and the hum of bees weaving between blooms. He does not rage like his brothers, nor scheme like the gods above. He watches, he listens. For centuries he has ruled the dead, surrounded by silence and shadow, his halls echoing only with laments and the slow drift of forgotten souls. His throne is stone, his crown is iron, but he is not without longing. The dead do not touch, do not laugh, do not bloom. The halls of the dead murmur like water over stone. He tells her stories of rivers that remember voices, of ghosts who dream, of the bones of kings buried with lies. Frost climbs the stalks of wheat, snow suffocates the fig trees. The people begin to starve, temples are abandoned, sacrifices rot on empty altars. At last, the cries of mortals reach even Zeus. The balance has broken, the world will die. So Hermes, swift-footed, descends to the underworld, not as judge, not as threat, but as messenger. The world exhales. But something in Persephone has changed. Her hands are colder now. Her eyes hold depths that did not exist before. She smiles at the sun, but does not linger in it. Her laughter returns, but quieter. His voice rings like metal on marble. He tells Hades she must be returned. Persephone listens, unmoving. She rules beside Hades, not beneath him. She does not ask permission. She listens to the dead and remembers every name. The underworld blooms beneath her feet now, lily without sunlight, trees with silver leaves. The dead follow her like stars follow the moon. It only turns like seasons, like pomegranate seeds falling one by one, each a promise, each a return, no beginning, no end, only silence and breath, and the sound of the earth remembering you. His voice is low and smooth, like thunder beneath velvet. And she chose both worlds, the warmth of the mother and the stillness of the dead. The story is not one of theft, it is one of transformation, of power found in silence, of life grown from sorrow. He offers her a garden of his own, no sun, no sky, only pale roots and glowing moss and seeds that bloom under moonless dark. You may hear the chariot wheels distant and soft. You may find yourself among the roots, in halls where candles never burn, but where no one forgets your name. In dreams, Persephone walks slowly beside you. She says nothing, but her presence is not unkind. The dead are not frightening. The dark is not empty. There is peace here. His gaze is not pleading nor soft. It is final. He offers her a pomegranate, already split. Red seeds gleam like blood, like rubies. She eats 6, slow and deliberate. The taste is bitter, sweet, inevitable. It seals her fate not as prisoner, but as part of both worlds. She will return, yes, but not entirely. She plants them with her own hands. It is not joy, but it is a kind of becoming. They do not beg. They do not scream. They come forward, one by one, to speak their names before passing into the mist. She begins to remember them. The woman who died holding her baby, the soldier who still smells of smoke, the child who laughs before forgetting. Persephone watches. She begins to offer comfort, a touch, a glance. She eats nothing. She is still only a visitor, but already the underworld has changed. And he has heard of her Persephone, bright as flame, unguarded as wind, untouched by the weight of the underworld. He does not plan to take her, not at first. But desire is a quiet architect. It lays its foundations in silence. On the slopes of Nysa, time is soft and green. Then quietly she asks, if I return, what becomes of the dead? And no one answers, because no one ever asked. Persephone walks alone through the meadow, her fingers brushing the heads of Narcissus, her thoughts distant. She is not yet the queen of the underworld. She is still maiden, still Cori, daughter of Demeter, goddess of the harvest. The air smells of crushed petals and warming soil. It is a place without grief, without blood, but the ground remembers. And it stirs. Beneath the earth, Hades waits, not in anger, not in hunger, but in stillness. On the day the meadow opens, it happens with no warning. The earth splits not with violence, but with reverence. A chariot rises, black as oil, pulled by immortal horses, silent in their fury. She scours the earth, barefoot, hair undone, calling her daughter's name in every language known to gods and mortals. Crops wither, rivers dry, the wind turns sharp. No one dares speak her name without trembling. She threatens Olympus itself, demands the skies give her child back, but no god answers. They all knew. Even Zeus, who drank his wine in silence while the earth broke open, there is no justice among immortals. Only agreement and silence and power shared in shadows. Persephone sees the darkness and does not scream. She stands very still as Hades steps from the chariot. He does not speak. He only offers his hand. And something in her, the part not maiden, not child, but already becoming something else, reaches back. The field closes behind them. Flowers drift where her feet once touched. The sky does not darken. The world keeps turning. Demeter feels the absence before the echo has faded. Below, Persephone sits in a throne of obsidian, her reflection swallowed in its depth. She does not weep. She listens. Hades does not demand her love. He sits beside her in long silences. On the surface, Demeter's grief curdles into winter. She says nothing at first. Hades watches her. When she rises again, the earth breathes. Demeter runs to her, weeping into her daughter's hair. The ground greens beneath their feet. Wheat begins to grow. Each year, she descends again. 6 months in light, 6 months in shadow, spring and decay. Joy and silence. She is not the girl of the meadow anymore. She is Persephone, queen of the underworld. In sleep, you may walk the meadow. And as you drift, you may find that the story never truly ends.